all these companies were formulating products or copying other products that were already out there to try to heal the body, but you can't do that. The body has to heal itself. So why Sankey? Why now? Simply because you want to go stay on that one. Go back to that one. Why Sankey? Why now? Okay, why Sankey? Why now? Simply because it says here that Sankey is to be the vehicle in the world through which you can live in health, empowerment, and wealth to achieve sustainable happiness. But also, why Sankey? Why now? Simply because right now we've got children between the ages of 2 and 12 that are obese. I mean, fatter than any children have ever been in our history. And these same children have high blood pressure. They're having diabetes type 2. They're actually having strokes, heart attacks, and being put on dialysis. Children, are you listening to me? So again, that's why Sankey. Why now? Because of our product system, our formula system. And I'm going to show you that here in just a second. So on our next slide, we'll actually see that homeostasis is the key factor of that intelligent force that's within us. It is homeostasis. That refers to the capacity of an organism or of your body to self-regulate and not develop degenerative diseases. In other words, anything that comes into the body that doesn't belong, the body is able to do what? Push it away, destroy it because of your immune system. And the Sankey Mayor Laboratories developed active ingredients which push what is called the generation of beta metabolites to achieve homeostasis and restore that intelligent strength, which helps longevity. So it helps you to live longer. If you understand what I'm saying, Sankey formula system works 100% of the time for 100% of the people. Why? Because it helps the body to basically heal itself. Okay, homeostasis, that's what we're working towards here. But let's look at our system, our Sankey Fit system. We've got 4 products. And again, I won't go into a long detail because there's so much to be said about each one of these products. It'd take me an hour to go through each product because of the not complicated, but the detailed ingredients that are in the product. But we'll look at the first product is Hasaki. That's our meal enhancement, not meal replacement, but enhancement. And basically what you have there is it contains over 596 metabolites. What are metabolites, Dr. Franco? Well, metabolites are the end result of metabolism. You've heard people say, well, I've got a high rate of metabolism or a slow rate. But the key is that's the body's ability to take in nutrition, take in food, take that nutrition out of the food and literally break it down and assimilate it so that the body can have all the strength, energy, and things that it needs to do its necessary processes throughout the day. So what are the 3 things that metabolites do? Well, if we're eating good nutrition, the body is able to formulate these metabolites. Metabolites have 3 duties. Number 1 is to create thermogenesis, which is energy, burn, so that your body can do the things that it needs to do. It can burn up things that it doesn't need and get rid of things that it doesn't need and have the energy for you to do everything that you need to do during the day. That's number 1. Number 2, it has rebuilding, replacing tissues. It replaces tissues, bones, joints, ligaments, tendons. If you get cut, then it'll cause it to scab over and heal. So that's the body replacing and rebuilding damaged tissue. And thirdly, it gets rid of the nitrogenous or the nitrogen-based waste. The smelly waste in the body have to be removed. If they're not removed, they're what? Reabsorbed, and you get sick. That's when you get the diabetes and the high blood pressure and the infections and the cancers and the AIDS and the so forth, so on, because the system gets so bogged down with all this morbid, putrid, funky waste that it just reabsorbs, and we basically auto-intoxicate ourselves. We're drowning on all this filth that's in the body. The bottom line, what we have here is a product that literally puts in these metabolites to help the body do the things that it needs to do. It even helps with our being able to absorb more necessary nutrients. The microbiota, the healthy flora in the stomach or in the gut, literally opens up and assimilates this food much, much better. Even uptakes protein by up to 20% more. So this is a powerful, powerful formula for the body, giving the body all the things it needs. The second product that you see there, we're going to skip over that one and we're going to come back to it. We're going to go to the Inner 7. The inner seven is basically purified seawater that's gathered from over 3.5 football fields down deep in the ocean. That's 321 meters, where it's down there where all these living plants like sea anemone and urchins that literally live to be over 200 years wide because of all the minerals and the antioxidants that are created from these minerals. So this formula, the inner seven, gives the body all 60 of the minerals that it needs, especially what? Magnesium, because magnesium is the most needed, most necessary mineral of all, because all the body processes require lots and lots of magnesium. So most of us have lost what is called demineralization. We've lost the bone, the joint, the hair, the skin. It's just not what it needs to be because of the loss of minerals. Well, the inner seven helps to put these minerals back into the body, okay? And it helps with all the body's needs. Our next formula is chronui. Chrono has to do with the chronology of the body clock system, where the body does most of what it does at night, including absorb all of it. Well, nuit means night in French, but chronui is the body clock, especially at night when the body is doing a lot of its work. That's when it absorbs all the fat, all the sugars, all the starches. That's when the blood pressure goes up and the sugar level goes up. But the quinui, with its special formulas formulated with fermented cacao and black bean, basically does what? It absorbs and holds onto these caramelized fats, these sugars and starches in the body, so that they're broken down, burned up, turned into through thermogenesis into energy. It even burns up the free radicals in the body at night while you sleep. So when you wake up in the morning, your sugar level's down, your blood pressure is down. Are y'all getting me? And the waistline's going in. We're talking about formulas designed to help the body heal itself. Now we'll go back to our number one product, which is the Belage. It's the one that does all the work. I mean, it's the leader. It leaves out the other three. They all work wonderfully together. But the Belage basically has over 14,000 billion antioxidants. These antioxidants are set up, and it has 300 metabolites, whereas the Hasaki has 496. It has over 300. So again, you've got a product that does what? It sets the body up to do all the things that the body is designed to do. These 14,000 billion antioxidants literally give the body, for every one antioxidant molecule that we have so many because of the nano technology that makes them so small that they can go straight through the blood-brain barrier, straight through the cell walls at the microcellular level. But every one of these antioxidants can kill or destroy 4 free radicals. Are you getting me? One is as good as 4. That's pretty good stuff, don't you think? And that's what happens to your immune system when you ingest the Belage. The Belage has also been proven to do something else. It takes the fermented olive leaf and what am I trying to say there? Green tea, and basically it furnishes millions of these nano-sized particles into the body at the microcellular level, and they go in and they cause the DNA in the mitochondria, that's way down the power cells of the body. It increases the immune system to the point that these trillions of white cells, T cells, phagocytes, lymphocytes, helper cells, all of this immune system goes to work. And what it does is, with this strong immune system, it literally encapsulates germs, bacteria, viruses. It encapsulates them and holds them, while all of these immune system cells, including what is called the natural killer cells, go in, attach to the cell, and shoot all kinds of poisonous material into the virus cell. This poisonous to the cell because it's the immune system in trillions of numbers that go in and cause that viral cell to do what? To implode, to disintegrate, to literally be destroyed on the spot. So again, and then the rest of the white cells will go in and clean up the mess, take them out of the body, and the body begins to reverse, recover, and restore itself. All right, so those are our products, our formulas. You can get back with the person that introduced you to this call, and they can get you more information. We'll talk about a little bit of that as we go. But our next slide, we're going to talk just a little bit about the ways of being paid. There's compensated. There are over 12 ways to win in Sankey, and we noticed that one of the first ways that you see there is that we literally have retail power. Retail power. You got online customers and they'll give you a profit of up to 10 to 40%. We're talking about 12 ways of being paid, compensated. I'm not going to be able to talk about all of them, but I will talk about just a couple of them. Customers, you don't have to go out trying to find all these distributors and all that. No, 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 no. All businesses are made and run and kept going with the help of the customer base. So you've got wonderful, powerful products that work better than anything that's ever been out there. I know because I've been doing this 40 years. I have literally designed formulas, but my formulas were wonderful. Some of them were liquid formulas, but the Sankey Fit formulas combined with my formulas made it work for 100% of the people 100% of the time. So here we've got formulas that literally work to the degree that when people get them, they're going to love them, they're going to keep them, and you're going to make over 10 to 40% profit. But look at number three. When you literally get 3 customers into your base, guess what happens? The company will give you 2 of the most popular products free, or whatever your choice is. But let's just say it's the Balage and the Inner 7, or the Balage and the Grenouille. Our 2 top products are free. That means that if you get 30 customers on auto ship, then you will be given 20 of these products. Those products, if you sell them, will retail and bring you in between $1,200 to $1,400. You're listening to me. Sankey will literally put you in business and even give you the surplus and the supplies you need to take care of your family. Another way of being paid, it simply says here, first order bonus. That means that our packages, and we'll show you those in a minute, range from $10.99 down to $2.99. And those packages yield points of between 100 points and 400 points. At 90%, the 100 points will give you $90, and the 400 points will give you $360. So between $90 and $360 is just another way of being compensated, and that's your first order bonus. And then if those individuals go out and bring somebody in, a distributor or a journey partner, you'll make 10% of what they do. So that's your residual income. And then we're going to stop with this one, but this is our Shinsei, or our Rising Star bonus. When you bring in just 3 customers and 2 distributors or 2 journey partners, that's 5. Those 5 form that star. And from that star, you can earn between $500 to $1,300 if you're listening to me. We're talking all these different ways, these different bonuses, these different incomes that come from the same plan. Are you listening to me? And there are 7 other ways, but we're going to stop there. There's one other one that I like to talk about. That's that 25% sharing bonus that you get when the individuals that you bring in, you simply show them how to go on auto ship and start getting their products, their 2 products, whichever they're going to be each month, just like you're doing. That keeps you qualified so you can receive all of the compensation plan. And with that, you literally get to the point where every time you bring in a Shinsei star, you can earn upwards of $1,300. And again, if your individuals that you bring in should do just as well, let's just say you've got 2 of your top journey partners, and they're bringing in $10,000 a month. Well, you're going to get 25% of that. Now, they went out, they earned that type of money for their family. But guess what? Because you brought them in, you introduced them to the business, you made sure they got on the calls, you made sure they got on my weekly call on Saturdays. That's the medical moment. They learned all about the products. They went out and brought more people in. They earned $10,000. What happens with that? You make 25% of that, and that's $2,500. If there's 2 of them, that's $5,000. You didn't do anything but train them, bring them in, help them to get acclimated to the system, and you're going to make money. So again, 5, 6 of the ways of the 12 ways. There are 6 more. We'll talk about that. You get with the person and introduce you to this call, and he'll show you how to find out more. He or she will show you how to find out a little bit more about our plan. But here, let's look at this. Every 3 individuals that you bring into the business for customers will earn you an additional $100. Every one of these ways we're talking to you about are additional. They get free auto ship. You get free product. So every 3 customers will yield you $100. Every 9 customers will yield you an extra $300. And every 15 customers will yield you an extra $500. And you're listening to me, folks. 12 ways of being paid, most astronomical pay plan that you'll see anywhere. As we go to our next slide, we see here, we don't brag on lifestyle, we just live it, but you can start as a duplicator. That simply means that you get your 4 people in, and you get your 4 people to do the same thing, and every time that happens, that's duplication. We'll go from a bronze all the way to a Crown Ambassador from $1,000 extra as you go up 2,000 extra at silver, 5,500 extra at gold, all the way up to 100,000 extra at Crown. In between that, you've got car bonuses, then you've got increase. You can upgrade your car. You've got trips to Dubai, Japan, so forth. So all of that, again, we don't brag on lifestyle. We just live it. We're creating a living legacy for ourselves, our children, and our children's children. And as we go to our next slide here, we see the 4 different packages. I said 3, but the 4 packages, $10.99, $5.99, $2.99. And since the COVID, we've got over 40 million plus people that have been furloughed, laid off, or literally lost their jobs. So here's an opportunity for individuals still go into our business at even $159. They'll get our 2 main products. They'll get the Bellage and the Canoe, and an extra box of Bellage so that they can give a few sticks out to people to sample to help bring in those customers that are going to help them to start collecting those 12 ways of being compensated. So again, those are our formulas: $10.99, $5.99, $2.99, $159. The only difference in them is that the higher packs give you more product to be able to retail and to to actually sample out to other individuals. And we're going to finish off with our next slide here. This is the most powerful piece that we have with our company. Our wonderful, wonderful president, Mr. Jose Arvida, has put together this app on your phone so that you can take your phone, all right? And with your phone, you can literally send out free samples. You can send out to individuals where they can actually click on and have free samples of our top products sent directly to their homes. They can have up to 12 of these packs, which is literally 12-day supply of our best formulas. You can send them videos, you can send them information, invitations, all that right here from your phone connected to your back office. So what we do, we expose, copy, paste, profit. This becomes your business right in your hand. You don't have to have a brick and mortar. And even though you may be furloughed or laid off, as you send free product out, you begin to be compensated. You build up residual income. Guess what? Your family will be happy that you did. So again, my name is Dr. Franco Taylor. I really appreciate an opportunity for these few moments in your life. What I'm going to say to you now is you get back with the person that invited you to this call, and they'll show you how to join with us. You can either become a customer, but I suggest you become a journey partner in one of those 4 packages. And when you do that, you'll be about the business of joining us as we go out and we do what? We're going to help the world to reverse, recover, and restore the health and their wealth. Thank you so much for this opportunity. I look forward to the next one. And by God's grace, it's been a blessing. Thank you and good night.